Hello everybody, this is Peter B, and this is a VR for my collecting buddy Dan at old SargeCollects. Dan has just hit 400 subscribers, and Dan, that's amazing. I mean, I had a hard time getting 200 and you're already up to 400. You're really doing a good job there, and love watching your videos. As soon as I see that you did a new one, I click on it and watch it, and real good job, Dan. And like I said, I consider you a very good friend in the hobby. So, Dan wanted us to show 4 cards graded a 4. And he also wanted to give shout outs to 4 channels. So, I'm going to do the second one first. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube baseball collecting videos. Half of my job is working on the computer, and so I'm just home with me and my dog and cat, and you just heard the cat in the background possibly. And I have the YouTube going, so I'm kind of watching that while I'm working on the computer. So I watch a lot. I love a lot of channels, and I try to comment on the ones that I do watch. I just want to run off a bunch of names, and this is not everybody. And forgive me if I didn't include you, but you consider yourself included. If I comment on your channel, it means I do like it. But I love watching the big ones like John Mangini and Mike at Baseball Collector, Orlando at Collector's Dream, Dave Blue Jacket 66, my bestie Scott at Reindeer Studio, Dylan at Double D, John at 3D 80s Kid, Rick at Vintage Oddball Cards, Adam at Vintage Sanctuary, and many, many more. I really enjoy watching your videos, but I want to give shout outs to 4 special channels, and these channels I consider good friends in the hobby. The first one is Jim at Picker Jim S Sports Card Collector. He was the first big name person to discover my channel, and he told a lot of people about me, and he got my subscription up pretty quickly at the very beginning. And Jim has always commented on all my videos, and Jim lives in New England like I do, and one of these days, Jim, we're going to catch up at that Shriner card show. I just hadn't gone there actually since COVID, but I got to get up there maybe this fall, this November. But this is a very great channel, and consider him a hobby friend. Jim, Picker Jim S Sports Card Collector. Now the second one has a lot of cards like I do, from tobacco cards to vintage cards. He's influenced me in shiny Martin cards, especially the top like gold numbered that are coming out now. And he even turned me on to building a Franken set of buybacks. I always loved buybacks, and I had a bunch of buybacks in my collection. But then when I saw this person is doing a binder of old and numeric buybacks, I started one too, and I get a pretty good binder, and I'm actually doing more buybacks these days than other cards. And that person is Shane at Shoebox Legends. Great channel. I really love watching his stuff. He takes cards that he's holding out of cheese box, and I always enjoy watching those. And his buybacks, and he has really, really nice cards. Not just the shiny new stuff, but he has some nice older cards too. So I consider you a very good friend in the hobby, Shane, Shoebox Legends. Now the person, I think he's only been on less than a year, and he collects a lot of old stuff like I do, a lot of tobacco cards and Victorian era trade cards, and a lot of stuff that I collect. And that's George at Concrete Buddy. I really admire his channel and his collection. And once again, consider him a very good friend in the hobby. So George, Concrete Buddy. Then the fourth one I want to shout out, he has an amazing collection. He turned me on to exhibit cards. I used to look at an exhibit card and say, nah, that's not a baseball card, and just pass it on by. But now I actually own some exhibit cards, and it's because of him. Scott at Stukes Baseball Cards and Curiosity. And Scott, I did say you could have my extra Minnesota Twin art posters, and I have them here for you. I just haven't got to the post office yet, but they'll be on their way someday, Scott. And like I said, they're not in good condition. I took the best of the worst, and if you can use them, that's great. At least you'll have them till you can upgrade them. But they'll be on their way sometime, Scott. But anyway, Scott at Stukes Baseball Cards and Curiosities. Great channel. So those are my 4 shout-outs. And like I said, I watch a lot of videos and I comment on a lot of videos. And I like all you guys. But these 4 I consider real good hobby friends. So, Dan, first of all, congratulations on 400. And I have my Army men set up for you. Going to be guarding the cards I'm about to show. Now, Dan, as you probably know, I don't have many graded cards. And maybe I can scrounge up 4 4s, but I didn't even try. So I apologize. I'm going to turn your 4 requests into something different. But I did want to honor your 400 subscriber achievement. So what I'm going to show are baseball cards that have 4 Hall of Famers on it. And the first one is the 1964 Topps, showing the 1963 National League home run leaders. 4 Hall of Famers: Hank Aaron, Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. So that's the first of the 4. The next one is the 1967 Topps, showing the 1966 pitching leaders. And the 4 Hall of Famers are Sandy Koufax, Juan Marshall, Bob Gibson, and Gaylord Perry. So there's the 4. Oops, I knocked over an Army guy. Those are the 4 Hall of Famers on that one. Let me set this guy up. This guy's kind of nasty, so I'm going to bayonet somebody. And the next one is the 1970 Topps card of the 1969 pitching leaders. And the Hall of Famers are Tom Seaver, Phil Niekro, Fergie Jenkins, and Juan Marshall. So that's the 3rd of the 4 Hall of Famer cards. And then the 4th has 4 Hall of Famers plus 1. It actually has 5 Hall of Famers on it. And to my knowledge, this card is the only card that has 5 Hall of Famers on it. And that is the 1963 National League home run leader card. And Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, Ernie Banks, Orlando Cepeda, and Willie Mays. So Dan, those are my 4 cards. Not 4 graded, but 4 Hall of Famers plus 1 with 5 Hall of Famers. And once again, congratulations on your achievement. And I'm sure by no time you'll be up to 800 subscribers. You really do a real good job. Really enjoy watching your channel. And I consider you a friend in the hobby. So, have a good day, everybody. Goodbye.